Hi everyone, I'm Ed Orcutt, your state representative in the 18th District. I represent portions of Cowlitz and Clark counties, including Camas, Washougal, Salmon Creek, Battleground, Ridgefield, and La Center, up through Woodland, Kalama, and Toutle to the county line. I'm reporting to you from the 2011 legislative session here in Olympia. The 2011 session has just begun. Bills are being introduced in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. And for 105 days, the legislature will debate legislation that can and will have an impact on the citizens of this state. I have been chosen by my colleagues to serve on the House Agriculture and Natural Resources Committee and the Community Development and Housing Committee. This year, the majority party in the House decided that they would fold the Finance Committee, which is tax policy, into the Ways and Means Committee. So, I've moved on to Ways and Means this year in order to be in a position to help protect you against tax increases. And I'll be an assistant ranking member this year, but I'm still going to be in charge of the tax policy on behalf of my caucus and on behalf of you. One thing I want to do is I want to congratulate my former seatmate, Jamie Herrera Butler, who is now representing us in Congress. Jamie did a fantastic job representing the 18th District, and I know she's going to do a great job representing us in Congress. But I'm also excited to work with her successor, Representative Ann Rivers. She has already proven herself a capable speaker and visionary after giving the Republican response to the governor's State of the State speech on the second day of our legislative session. Legislators from the 18th District have a long history of working together as a team to help our constituents and to advance common sense solutions for Southwest Washington, and Representative Rivers will continue that tradition. I very much look forward to working with Representative Rivers and Senator Joe Zarelli in the months ahead as we work our way through the 2011 legislative session. Each year, legislators are allowed to sponsor legislative pages for 1 week. Paging presents students with a unique educational opportunity to participate in the legislative process. Many pages go on to become legislative interns during their college years, and some go on to become state representatives and senators. Page duties vary from presenting the flag during floor sessions to distributing amendments during legislative debate. Each job is vital to the efficient operation of the legislature, and we really appreciate their work. At this time, I still have 2 openings for legislative pages for students between the ages of 14 and 16 years of age. If you would like to submit a page application or want more information about the legislative page program, please contact my office. You know, it was great to see so many of you during this past year at town hall meetings and in the community in general. I know that many of you are struggling to find work and are going through tough times. I want you to know that the sluggish economy has impacted my job outside the legislature as well. If you're like me, you probably never thought you'd be in this situation. And I know that many adults are unemployed for the first time in their lives. So, to me, this session must be about getting people back to work. The budget and getting government spending under control will take a huge amount of our time and efforts, but we must not forget the people that have been impacted these last few years by this recession. We need to keep them at the forefront of our decisions in Olympia and implement policies that remove barriers for entrepreneurs. We need to give employers a chance to lead us out of this economic malaise and enable you and everyone else to go back to work. I hope you'll contact me with your thoughts and ideas throughout the session on how we can balance our budget and help get people back to work. I also want to encourage you to call me with your questions and opinions about the budget or other legislative matters. You can use my direct line, that's 360-786-7812. Again, 360-786-7812. You can use the toll-free hotline, which will show up at the end of this message, or send a message by email. And don't forget to check my webpage for news. While you're there, you can sign up for my e-newsletter and be kept up to date on what's going on from week to week. I'm Ed Orcutt. I want to thank you for joining me. See you next week.